Hey guys, welcome back to the Whiskey Pete project. As I said before, we're getting pretty much down to the wire. We're going to put an oil pump on today. Nothing too serious, probably be pretty quick. But the rest of it's just harness and a little bolt here or there, so I'll probably chip away at that off camera just because random stuff, you know, intake hose, things like that. So, but let's just get right to it. Got our oil pump over here, and if you're just going right on, I just put some oil in it. It will get pressure eventually from cranking, but they will sometimes go a long time without getting pressure. So generally, if I'm waiting at all, I'll squirt some Lucas in there. It doesn't have to be Lucas, but you know, it helps if you pull the tab off. Oh, blooper reel. You know, that Lucas is thick, but it's really thick when it don't come out because you got the paper on it still.
Going with the AFA pump. Huh?
Yep, this is an AFA oil pump that we had in stock here. We like our AFA stuff. Ooh, look at that, Lucas. So I'm just going to roll it a little bit. And it'll probably ooze out the bottom a little bit, but that's mainly just to lube up the gears so that when we finally start cranking on this thing, she'll get some oil pressure. All right. All right, we're going. So, just want to make sure you don't get your engine position sensor stuck in there. And of course, this is for the power steering pump. If you don't have power steering pump, you just leave your cap on, but we're going to end up adding that for sure. Grab my bolts. Get our bolts started. Now, I might have mentioned this before on our last video. I can't remember where we were at on the last video. But if you look behind me, something's changed. And it's not that same truck that's always been there, as you can see. What do we have in here now? Oh my goodness, it's the Cabover. Finally. So we're pretty thrilled about that. It's probably going to sit there forever too, but at least it's a change of scenery for sure. All right. So we'll get this tightened down. I might need an extension, but we'll see. And like I said, the Lucas isn't super necessary, and it doesn't have to be Lucas. It's no Lucas advertisement. Just try and pre-lube it a little bit, but if it is going to sit a while, try and put something like Lucas in there just to kind of hang on to the gears a little bit. And then when we get this done, we'll talk a little bit about suction tube. We're not quite ready for the pan yet, just because I said that's going to be last now. But over the last month or so, I've had fair amount of calls about the suction tube and the O-rings and what goes where, and you know, and if you've done this a lot, it may not be that big a deal for you, but if you haven't, we can talk about it and make sure you're getting stuff put where it belongs. So that's what we're going to do. So we'll get these tightened up. And now you can see that when we're talking about that engine position sensor, that now you have to have the other socket or you're not getting it out of there, unless you want to pull the oil pump off, which is never that fun to do anyway. Okay, so we'll get these snugged up. Lots of little random things we're missing, especially like right here on this oil pump. We got a sensor that's going to go here. There's a little bypass line that goes from here into that fitting that we'll eventually get, but we're just getting the big stuff at the moment. Okay, we are on, man. We got oil pump. If we had fuel, it'd run. Almost. Okay, oil pump's on. The suction tube will bolt to the bottom of the oil pump. We won't be putting it on. I'm just going to show you how to put it together, but it'll go from here to the pan. The pan has an internal suction tube. We'll talk about when we go to put the pan on, but let's grab the suction tube real quick and talk about the O-rings. Okay guys, we've moved over here to our vise. Ignore the dirty table. Gets used all the time. Gets cleaned all the time, but we use the crap out of it. So over the course of, like I said, last month or so, you get weird phone calls sometimes, but I've had a lot about suction tubes, and this one, so I'll just complain, but it's got silicone in it. Quit silicone and everything. You know I'm not a silicone fan, so I will say that, but you do not need silicone on your suction tube. Okay, if it's put together right, you don't need it. So when you get a pan kit, you'll get a gasket, a little O-ring, and a big fat O-ring. I've been asked this question a lot over the last little while, plus I've seen this a ton. This O-ring does not go here. As bad as you want to put it there, it does not go there. Okay, this little one goes over the pan and sits right there. Okay, that big square one goes right here, and it comes apart like so. So it just sits on there, and that square cut O-ring is inside that piece. That's where it goes. And you don't silicone that either, as bad as you want to. Okay, if it's in there right, lube it up just a little bit, everything goes together, it seals up just fine. So we'll dig that out with a pick. We'll put the new square O-ring in, and then this one goes on the pan. And we actually have an old pan right here. I'm just going to show you where this goes, because it's the same. This is off a big cam, but it's all the same. But in fact, there's the old one right there. That just goes right there, just like that. No silicone, no nothing. Clean up your pan, you don't need it, and everything will seal just great. But that fat one does not go there. It goes inside this. Hopefully I taught somebody something. Some of you may know already where all that goes, but I have had this question a lot, like I said, and that's where they go. So we'll dig this out with a pick real quick. Now, if you're really careful, you won't run it through your hand, but it's generally what happens to me. So there you go. Big fat O-ring out. Clean it up with a little brake clean, as long as there's no silicone in it. Yeah, I know. I'm going to hear it. You should wear gloves with that. I know. But I've been doing it a long time. I don't know if it matters anymore. Plus, not to be taken the wrong way, but the guy that says that's usually got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth with water chewing his lip and telling me I'm going to get cancer from brake clean. So we're all going to die of something, right? But I know what's wrong. I should probably wear gloves. So that square cut, it's going to go right in there. And it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but if you want everything to seal up good, replace it all. Oh, it fell right in. Look at that. Fell right in. Okay. We're going to clean up the tube. Get our silicone off of it. Silicone has its place. I don't know where. So if one of you has a good spot that silicone is just the ticket, like you gotta have it, feel free to comment. I want to know where it's at, because it ain't here. Oh, and we lost our hold down clamp, like so. Anyway, you get it cleaned up, and then we'll just lube stuff up. Okay, I don't have any white grease on me. I'm just going to use some PB Blaster. That's pretty much all it takes, folks. That's going to seal. So that's all it takes to change that. And then your gasket's going to go here, which goes to the oil pump, which we won't put on yet. Right there. And then of course we talked about this one. But, oh, you know what? I didn't put that back on. Look at that. Got in a hurry. Now it's on there. There we go. Okay. We're ready to rock and roll. That'll go on the pan right there, and that'll go on the oil pump. So if you didn't know where the square cut one goes, that's where it goes. And I'll be honest with you, I've changed lots of suction tubes, but I haven't changed that square drive O-ring. Not square drive, but square cut O-ring. It is a good thing to do. You got it off anyway. But say you're just quickly pulling something. I mean, if it had suction, it's probably good. But if you've got the parts, it's wise to go ahead and change it and just get everything sealed up. So cool. That's probably it for the Whiskey Pete today. Like I said, we're down to little nuts and bolts now. So I'll chip away at it a little bit. We did realize that our oil pan is a front sump, which isn't going to work in our Cabover because it's probably going to land right on the axle. So we're going to have to change that to a rear sump. No big deal, but we'll get that fixed up. And get ready to put a bell housing on, but she's ready. So now we got the truck in. Let's walk over here by it. We can talk a little bit about it as we end the video today. Oh, dropped my gasket. Just a little eyeball of what's in the shop. This here's our tow truck, or one of our tow trucks. 06 GMC Top Kick that got some head gaskets because Kyle's got a lead foot. And we got a big cam we're overhauling here. We got an ISX we're overhauling. B model Cat we're overhauling right there. And then this Kenworth right here is an N14. So we got a lot going on. We've also got a couple outside waiting. So if you're needing an overhaul or anything like that, give us a call, get on our schedule. We can get you in and out in a timely manner. But here we go. We got the Cabover rolled in. we're not far from trying to set this motor in. Obviously the mounts and stuff are not gonna line up exact, most likely, but we'll put it in a couple times. But hopefully we're not too far from setting it in and leaving it there and really get to working on it. We got fuel tanks to do. We've got a few other cosmetic things, some quarter fenders or half fenders. We're arguing right now what it should be. I'm just a quarter fender person, but the half fenders aren't so bad either. But we got fuel tanks we got to get polished and put on. Then we got to run fuel lines. Gonna get rid of some of the menagerie of wiring harness there that maybe we're not going to be using. Replace a few lines, but a little bit monotonous. You won't see it all, but we'll make sure and film the important stuff so you can see that. Obviously we got stacks to put on it and all kinds of cool stuff. So got to get our fifth wheel back on. We're going to go ahead and rebuild the plate that was on it, I think, and we'll video that so you can see a fifth wheel being rebuilt. And we'll cut out some new brackets for right here. They were pretty hammered anyway. So yeah, it's not far from probably being able to go down the road, but of course how we video once a week, it might be a year before this thing's run before this thing's running. I hope that's not the case, but thanks for hanging in there. Love the comments still. Go subscribe if you're not a subscriber. On our Facebook, we're doing monthly giveaways just for our subscriber group, so go subscribe there. Thanks for watching. More Whiskey Pete to come. Hopefully next week and the next few weeks we'll be working on the truck, doing a few things there. Stay tuned, and thanks for following along.